Hey guys, we're back. What I have here is my Florida king snake. We have named him Snow since he is a king. He's unsexed right now, but he's about a month old. And what I want to do with this guy is kind of show me handling him over a period of time. He is a colubrid, he's 1 month old, and he is extremely skittish. He is just a baby, so it is reasonable that he's very skittish. But most colubrids are fast or faster, and when they're babies, they tend to be even a lot quicker. So I have him kind of weaved between my fingers, and I kind of try to keep him that way. I'm gonna put this camera down in case he tries to dart off. With my ball python was my first snake that I've had. And what I tried to do is videotape me handling him and getting used to handling snakes in general. And also kind of the taming of the snake. But as it turns out, ball pythons, at least mine, was extremely tame from the start. So there was really nothing to record, and therefore there was no videos coming out because there was really nothing to show. He was very tamed right out of the gate, very nice, not very skittish, didn't bite or anything. But with this guy, he is extremely skittish. He's only bit me once, but he's peed on me as well. And any movement that you do, or any type of grabbing or squeezing, you know, if you try to put your finger somewhere or try to re-grip him, he tries to take off. He's very skittish. And being that he's very small and very quick, it's very important not to allow him to escape. Because if he does get on the ground or get away, being this small, very easily get away from you and get lost. So you want to be able to have him secured in your hand and in a way that he's not able to get loose. But at the same time, you want him to be calm, and you want to have a positive experience so that these guys can tame out over time as they grow. So I am going to try and show, let's see, a little bit calmer here. And there he goes. He tries to jet off on you every now and then. Especially when you get back to his tail end over here. I kind of like to give him options to weave in between my fingers. But then what happens is that sometimes your hands get caught up between themselves. See, I don't like it when he goes on top because then I can't grip him, so I have to kind of go like that. And then I'll weave him over here again. I'll bring this hand. See, now he went this way. So I don't like him just with one hand. So he's doing pretty good right now. It's not overly skittish. But you can tell any movement that I do, he's just gonna dart off. Now, since I've had him, he's been a really good feeder. He's eaten pretty well. There you go. I touched him on the back end and he wanted to dart off. Just make sure I keep weaving him in between my fingers. And he is a baby, so if he does bite, it obviously, you can't even feel it. It doesn't even register. But I do sanitize my hands before I pick him up, just in case if he does try to bite, he gets that taste and he lets go quickly. That way he does get familiar with the idea that biting me is not going to do him any good. This is the part I don't like, when I just have one or two fingers on him. He's not really weaved, especially towards the tail end. So if I don't have him weaved between my fingers, and where he is currently placed is towards the tail end of his body, it's a bad spot to be in, because if he darts off, you don't have a whole lot of body left to grip. You're just gripping his tail. And he's either going to get away from you, or it's going to be very stressful as you hold his tail so that he doesn't go away. So with sometimes these smaller snakes, it's sometimes harder to kind of handle because of that. They're very fast, they're fidgety, and there's not a whole lot of body for you to hold on to. Now you just grab them and grip them and they won't get away, but again, that's not a very positive experience for the snake. Alright, this video is running about 10 minutes now, so that means I've had him out for at least a solid 11 or 12 minutes. I don't want to overstress him. I will increase how long I have him out as he gets bigger and a little bit easier to handle. But I do want to make sure that I handle him often enough that he isn't surprised by it. And he will wiggle and squirm in directions very unusually. He doesn't care about being upside down or being sideways. He just wants to get away. And right now he has this pretty wicked cross weave between my fingers. That's cool. It's very uncomfortable for my arms, but it's nice because I know I have him pretty tightly wound up, all on his own. And there he is on the move again. Try to put him back here. You'll see how quickly he tries to dart off. There you go. Alright. Not sure how much of that I caught. Anyways. I'll put his hide back. There. Back on. Alright guys, so that's going to be the first session with Snow. Not my actual first session, it's probably like the third or fourth already. But since I did realize that he's extremely skittish, I decided I'm going to start recording my handling sessions with Snow, and hopefully over the next couple of months have a nice little progression of his progress, and hopefully we can see how he progresses over time with consistent handling. I haven't seen any of that on YouTube. I have seen the how to handle videos. There's lots of how to handle videos. There's how to tame a snake videos out there. There's a lot of, you know, handling tips, techniques, and stuff like that. So there's tons of that information out there, and by all means I'm using a lot of that information that I found from researching. So, but I haven't seen anything out there that shows a skittish snake that's maybe a little bit flighty or bitey or a combination of the both, and then show that snake over time and show the progression of taming that snake. How long does it take? What does the phases go through? So on and so forth, and all of that, especially from a baby. So hopefully I can capture that on video, and hopefully in a couple of months we'll have a perfectly tamed Florida king snake, or not. We'll just see. The build is still going on. It's been on hold for a couple of weeks now. Again, I'm not in any particular rush to get that done extremely quickly, so I'm just kind of taking my time with that, ordering parts and stuff like that, planning out what I'm going to do with it. So more build to come in the future. For now, that's it. Peace.